the final thoughts on DM groups. If you have the time, you have the manpower, these are absolutely a killer strategy. If this is all you're doing is Instagram. Now, if you're doing blogging, SEO, Facebook, and a lot of other things, then these are probably not going to be the best strategy for you, at least when it comes to Instagram. But if you do have the time frame to actually do these groups, these are a great source. Or if you have a team, so if you do have a team, you can outsource this to one of your team members, and that's gonna go through all the groups. That's gonna go through the Telegram groups and everything. But just be careful, as I said. Jeremy McGilvery, or however you say his last name, with him, he just lost his entire Facebook group, his Facebook profile, Instagram. He just lost everything. So be careful if you're going to use these. That's all I'm going to tell you. So there are paid options and there's free options, and this is the way a lot of people are increasing their engagement, and this is how this is just being done. Now, when you understand this, now it's not necessarily that you're going to grow just from these engagement groups. That's not even a proven fact. There's some of these people say it does, and with that being said, a lot of these people have viral content. If you don't have viral content and you're kind of a marketer that shares tips and shares strategies, well, that's never going to go viral. So, other than that, this is really it. This is my final thoughts on DM groups. As I said, if you do join DM groups, just be careful, because at a point where we hit 100K, 20K, 300K, Instagram's gonna start watching a lot more and see what exactly you're doing, and then it might ban you. So at a point, 50K, and when you almost hit 100K, I would say get out of these groups and actually just start using ads or something, because at that point where you hit 100K, if you don't have a good business model and not making no money from it, then you absolutely did something wrong with your page. So at that point, you have to focus on content and be like, how can I get more people to opt in? How can I do this? How can I do that? But anyways, follow me on Instagram. I do share a ton of shit. I share a lot of tips and strategies with conversions and leads and just basic stuff that you should know. If you don't know any of that stuff, you're never going to know, especially when it comes to traffic. I do have one coming out today. If you stop by today, you will see I forgot which one it is. Give me a minute. I think it's, no, traffic is shit. Traffic is shit without conversions. But anyways, I'm going to go into that a little later, but this is the end of it. If you don't use DM groups, use it in the right way, and don't use them all the time. And if you're paying for them, at a point, there should be a point where you should be able to leave these groups and just move on, because you don't need the engagement, because people are already engaging with you. But this really goes back to you engaging with other people. But anyways, that's a whole different post, and my final thoughts is these are effective if you have the time. If you don't have the time, then you need to outsource or move on to a different strategy. Peace, everyone.